All right, welcome everybody to Nis Gaming. I am Nis. I'm Nis Gaming, obviously. This is the first live stream I pretty much do to review the first week of AQ40. I got 2 drinks in me. I'm sorry if I stumble across my words. Actually, I'm not even supposed to say after drinks in me. But nonetheless, let's get into it. We are going to be reviewing our first week industry standard on Chronos, the first week of us clearing a full clear 9 out of 9 of AQ40. We did the first week. It was a little bit tight. No, actually, the first week. Well, the first day happened on Monday. We tried it out. We kind of felt it out, and then the second week, actual reset, we actually cleared it. So this is like, I say what first week because it is the first week because it's Monday through Sunday. So let's get right into it. So here we go. I overlaid over what I usually stream. So this is a video. I edited it, and so you're seeing right now what I edited down. So I'm going to be talking over the replay. I cut it down to only the boss fights. So if you stick it through, you'll see my walkthrough of what we did and what was my thought process through it all. So before going into this raid, I was really excited. I never went to AQ40. I loved this whole process with my guild industry standard. I enjoyed absolutely everything to this point. I had no expectations. I have very low standards of us doing absolutely anything. So if I got past the first boss, it was a success in my book, because in vanilla, when I actually did AQ40, I never even got past the Prophet Scarum. So anything past that point was good news to me. So here we go. Let's go through it. Okay, so we pull. My mentality, obviously, this fight, you basically gotta tank the off ad on the left side. That's my priority right now. Stealth Boy gets MC'd right now. He calls out I MC'd. Somebody kills him. Great. So you see that right here. Stealth Boy dies. So we already got one down through people doing stupid things. But that's okay. Tanking the mob. Here we go. Daz gets mind controlled. I take the mob. Obviously, this is straightforward. Pretty much killing Prophet pretty easily. And I'm at this point like, this is the second time to kill him. The first time I was like, this is fucking crazy. Because this is crazy because we're killing him. But this boss pretty much got under control. It's not that hard. As pop out, you tank them. People get MC'd. You kind of CC them. I almost died there. We got great healers. So here I am, pretty much doing my job, trying my best to get the aggro from the mobs. So here's where we kill them. I think soon. Hello? Kill him? So we're gonna kill him. Okay, yeah. By the way, I worked on this for 2 hours. This is a boss down kind of like thing I did. So I did my job. So here we go on Bug Trio. This is a Thursday. We raided on Tuesday to get the maximum of the reset. And here we are. No, this is a Monday. So Thursday, that was Thursday past when we did the Prophet Scarum. We came back to the optional bosses on Monday. So I'm thanking Princess Youch. Yeah. So as a heal, she kind of goes away from us. All I'm worried about is trying to not tank her away from the raid. At this point, I haven't really gotten the feel for her yet. I got the shield bash under control, but I didn't really know if she got away from me. So here I'm kind of like freaking out, like what the hell. I don't have tactical mastery. I can't intercept. So I get her back. Trying to tank her away from the raid. Does a heal. Rage kicks it. Good. Rage gets aggro. She's like dumping aggro like crazy. So I'm trying to fight back to get it. My priority is just to get her back. So she attacks right now. The hell, that was like a kind of like a lag little thingy there. So pretty much I'm trying to get her back. I don't know what the hell's going on. I kind of like gave up on trying to do the taunt, and here we go. We're about to kill this boss. These bosses are not that hard. The hard bosses come later on. This is pretty much experimental. You guys can talk in the chat. I pretty much did this to be a little bit experimental, and also to talk about the first week we actually killed it. So it was pretty exciting. So here we go, Vem. We're killing this last Vem guy. I'm like, what the hell's going on? It's the second time we kill it. It's not that hard, so we're not really worried. Bug Trio is not that hard. At all. 0 difficulty to this boss. I don't even have to worry that much about tanking. I do my job, but I don't really have to worry. My thing I worked on 2 hours for. Here we go. Kill Bug Trio. Not that hard. Now, Royal Guard is a little bit... it's a little bit silly. Not silly. It's a little bit awkward. Tanking Royal Guard. I came in and I almost freaked the fuck out. Because that happened. And I almost got punted into the freaking mobs over there. But that's fine. So... my priority right here is trying to get these ads out of the groups, so they won't roll them down. That's all I'm worried about. So I'm taunting just to get them free from our range. And so we get the ads down. I'm doing my job. I'm pretty much doing priority on getting Sartura away from our range. So that's my priority. Taunting so I can get her away. I do a pretty good job here. I'm actually right here. I'm looking at the actual stream, and I'm actually on a call. I'm actually on a work call because that week on Thursday I was on call, so I was totally distracted on this boss specifically. Helping the person out. I had my headsets completely off. Let me actually show you. Let's see. I'm gonna show you. Webcam. Look at me. I'm like completely off into the distance looking into. So that was going on, and I'm trying to tank as best I can. Trying to get through it as best I could because I was on a call doing something at the same time. Here I completely go AFK. I think they summon me on the other side before we start pulling Fenris. So Fenris is another boss that's simple AF. This boss dies in like 2 seconds. Back in the day, I bet the guilds had a lot of problems with him, but this boss, at this point, I think we actually didn't get to them last time. This is the first time I got to them. We kind of tried out a couple of things. Kind of got stuck. I think who we get stuck on? No, we get stuck on twins. So we went through this boss pretty easily. The first try on Monday, the day before, like 4 days before, and we're killing him. My priority was trying to be second on aggro. Daz was second, so I was just trying to get it get up there on aggro as fast as I could. But then I realized I couldn't get it, so then I started tanking the mobs. This was the first week. As weeks go on, the mobs die faster, and these worms that I'm tanking right now become priority for me to tank. But it isn't that big of a deal in the grand scheme of things, because the DPS kills the ads pretty damn quickly. We kill this boss pretty simply, as you can see. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Bye worm. Okay. Fancris, easy. Pass. Alright. What do we got? Pretty good there. Now we got to Huhuran. Now Huhuran, the first time we got to Huhuran, we realized that you cannot get past the second tank on aggro. Because if she pulls to the range, if a range pulls her, she's basically poison bolting every ranged and that squishy as hell. When our melee has a little bit or a good amount of nature resistance on, so our range has to be really careful. So I prioritize getting a second on threat. That's like my main priority. I'm not wearing nature resistance because I don't want to be scuffed. I see Irio over here getting high on threat, and I realize I gotta pump it in. Daz is with me. Daz is another tank with Thunder Fury, as you see him to the left. Zychron's our main tank to our right with the star. This past week I think Zychron died, and it was priority that I was second because I immediately got aggro and I was tanking the boss the remainder of the fight, so it was fine. So you just want to get your first tank on it, your second tank on number 2, and you just want to burn him down in this phase because he throws thunderbolts to everybody around him in the enrage phase. Throughout this whole time, I think people are tranking him because he enrages every once in a while, and these thunderbolts hurt like a mother. This is where I get my shoulder token, which is pretty cool. Right, so that was that. So Viscidus is on Monday. We didn't expect to get Viscidus here. We didn't expect it. We were just trying him out because we saw Raid 1 had trouble with them. They didn't get him, and we learned from what they did wrong, and they told us what they did wrong, and we tried to implement the strat here. So the melee's standing out of the room. The range and the healers and one tank are pretty much inside the room. They're trying to get to the boss into a shatter phase. They're trying to get him cold, like basically doing cold attacks, so I'm wanding and cold attacks so they can get him to a state where he becomes frozen and the melee can come in and shatter him. Goes into a whole bunch of little ads out. They call for us right now, the melee, to come in, because during that whole time that they're inside there, that happens. A poison volley goes out to every single raid member and it hurts. And if you can't cleanse the poison immediately, it takes for a lot of damage. So the range and the healers are in there with one tank to and the melee are out to reduce the amount of healing needs to be pumped out. So the melee are called in, it shatters, and we want to kill these ads as fast as possible because each ad that we kill takes a percentage of the boss's health down. So they converge and we sap her. Now this is an incredible moment because we wiped them 3 times before this, and the time before this we got him to 1% health, but we couldn't get him to the shatter phase again because we kind of didn't know that you cannot kill him when you don't get out of when you don't do that shatter again. So we kind of all stayed in, and everybody was zoomed, so they couldn't heal us through. So we came out. We knew they was in a percentage where we can kill them really easily. So we're like, holy shit, we got this. Pretty much, we got this. All we need to do is basically do this one more time. Holy shit, we're about to get it. This is the first week. A lot of people don't get this. This is like the first week when this came out. 24% of guilds actually got Viscidus down. So we're like, what the hell is going on? We're gonna do this. This was said to be the last boss of AQ40. So we only got 4 ads right here that pop out. I pop Recklessness on 1 ad. Congratulations to me. And here we go. We're killing the ads, and we know that we have to get out because we have to shatter him one more time because we learned our lesson. Even if he's at 1% health, you still got to run out as melee, because if you don't, you're gonna stress the healers in a moment at a time when they've been healing the whole time. This whole time also, mind you, we got Venom Sacks from I think it's LBRS, and our raid farmed like a ton of them, like 500 to 1,000 of them before this raid. You can pop them. You see them down here. I got them in my bar. You can pop them. There's no cooldown on them, so you can use them all the time. So we immediately pop them. Boom. So we won't get any dots from the poison. We shatter him here, and we down the boss, which was crazy. Everybody starts screaming in the chat. So if you see this, you see me saying "Let's go." You see me saying it, but everybody's like going crazy because we actually downed him. We were pretty excited. That was a pretty exciting moment. Because another exciting moment was downing Cthulhu. That's another exciting moment, but that we'll come to right now. We'll see a lot of firsts this raid. Us downing the first time. Okay. Alright, so this is the first. I was saying, I don't know how long ago my mic went out because I adjusted and my seat went out, but it was the first time we killed. Oh, actually, Uro too. We actually killed Uro, the optional boss. We killed Cthulhu, we killed Twins, and we killed this time. This is the first time. It was pretty exciting. You'll see that a little bit later on. So Uro is a boss that I hate tanking. Now I'm okay with it, but this first time I didn't get it, so I had to actually download Bigwigs, because Bigwigs does a way better job in the timing of the sweeps. And not that it matters to me now. I was so mad. Like, if you see this right here, you see, I'm so pissed. I'm so pissed. I am pissed because I died. I'm pissed because I don't get it. I'm pissed because of what the hell's going on. I don't know what's going on. The whole point to this boss is basically, okay, so these are all your guys, your melee, your range, everybody. These right here are your mages. They want to do as much damage as possible, like go balls to the wall damage. Get first in aggro. Man, the Dractyl guy sure is awesome. Mike is muted. Like 10 seconds. What's up, Matt? What's up, Drag? I know it's you. But basically, the mages are here trying to get balls to wall aggro. I'm trying to get it. I don't get it. Basically, they're supposed to be first in aggro, and the tanks are supposed to be second. Now, I didn't get this. I didn't know the positioning. I was so frustrated. But you're supposed to be here with the other tank. Furry's in the perfect position. I started getting back here in the first attempts. I didn't know what was going on. Then I tried where Furry is, and the guys didn't know that I was about to take it. It was like a mess. But later on in these upcoming weeks, we kind of got it under control. So here we go. We're getting under control. I did not contribute shit to this, but these guys got under control. We're about to get Oro down. Everybody's controlling the fight. Our mages are doing a good job at blinking away when he's about to turn to sandblast them, so they won't get the debuff and actually drop the aggro, which is a big thing not to do. See, Sterner is down here pumping out the damage. Sterner is actually usually our mage tank when this boss fight occurs. He submerges, everybody runs away because their rumblies happen. There's rumblies go across the floor. If you stand on them, you take damage. So everybody's like running away and like going crazy. I think that's Undy right there, I'm not sure. It's Undy or Bacon. Got a rage there. They're running around in circles pretty much to avoid the damage. Everybody's doing a good job in that. Some people get hit a little bit here and there. The boss spawns in a perfect position because he's in the middle of the room. Sometimes he spawns to the edge, which kind of freaks up the whole thing. Spawns in the middle. Everybody's AoEing the packs down, the ads. They get them down pretty good. Well, good dandy. Furry does a good job. They got in good position. They got in like a V pattern. Everything's good. See, it's kind of like a V, where, well, actually it's not a V. It's like a really pointed triangle, where the two bases of the triangle are the tank and the range, and the little point up here is the mages. And you want to angle it so when the boss faces that way, he has a 180 cone, so you want to get him there. So that little base is where the range is and the tank is. So that's where they're doing. We get them down here. Perfect. Pretty excited. See my reaction here. Little boss, little mechanic that I did. Pretty proud of that, actually. I'm pretty excited. Even though I didn't contribute, I kind of got it. Here we go. Twin Imps. Our first downing of them. It's the first time we down them. Pretty exciting. Pretty exciting fight. We were not expecting it to be this easy the first time around. Dive does an excellent job learning from the previous week and what the hell to do, and so I also had a better time this fight too. I know that this boss is about to switch, so I'm like right there ready for him. Actually, everything worked out perfectly this fight for us. I was in a good position. The boss didn't do anything wonky. Everybody did everything perfectly. It was just clean and smooth. This boss is a pretty long fight, so I'm gonna skip a little bit forward. The swaps happen. I think something happens with Dab, or somebody dies or something at some point. Pretty goddamn long fight, by the way. Excuse the goddamn. I think somebody dies. This is a really long fight, by the way. This is like not a fight where it's just a marathon of precision. So I'm here fighting with Daz, because Daz is kind of like helping with the boss. See, I got punted. Go, keep on going. Doing pretty much a good job overall in the swaps. Diaball is doing a good job. I'm staying in a little bit longer than usual, just to absorb a little bit of the range bosses strikes. This one, I think, yeah, the bosses, by miracle, I just noticed something. The bosses didn't get near enough to heal, which is by miracle. He's right there. That is not, he's not healing, which is okay. I'll correct it right now. And this is the problem where he swaps. He kind of goes to somebody that's like, this is a clean grab for me. Not to pat myself on the back. I just did a clean grab there and put him in the right spot perfectly. I think somebody calls out good job, Nis. Pat on the back. But here we go. Here's a Emperor. We got a couple guys there. Shout out to who I see? Who did I see there? Is that K? K-Pot. Got a Rage there. We got Daz. I stay in there on purposely. I want to get in range to our healers, so I'm like kind of like running to them. I'm like kind of freaking out because I'm a little bit away. But I want to stay in range of the boss, and I want to keep on getting hit because I want Diaball to be the one to grab it off of me to absorb some of the hits. I usually call it out when he starts getting attacked, just so the healers know to swap to him to heal it. go. This is I think this is the last swap before we down him. Do a clean swap. Everybody's going ham on him. Another swap happens, and then our range and Melly gets him on the other side. We down him. So this is a million years. This trash is a million years. It is cancer. We've been talking about actually doing a skip on it. The reason why I wanted to rush this forward and do the timing, because this trash is like, this is 8:54 and time's gonna pass by right now. 8:54, first pull happens. These trash mobs are cancer, and to get to this Cthulhu is roughly around 40 minutes. I get a call here. I'm like not on it anyway. I'm just doing the trash pulls. But we're gonna do the skip, and what the skip entails is basically a warlock going soulstone himself, running to a certain spot, soulstoning, and using an invis pot to go into Oro's room. Now Oro we just killed. I should have put that after twins, but Oro we just killed on Monday, the Monday after. So we're clearing Cthulhu now. This is a long time. I'm gonna skip a little bit forward. It was 9:54 where we actually got to Cthulhu. 8:54. It's roughly around. We get to Cthulhu. This room. We can kill this. 8:54. We actually pulled 8:50. So I would say 41 minutes of just trash, dude. And that's so cancer. So we tried Cthulhu 3 times. We learned our lessons. We realized that melee needs to stand away from each other. That's the biggest thing in this fight. Melee needs to stay alive no matter what. Melee is the biggest problem in this fight. They stack on each other. They don't know what the hell's going on. They're like, they don't know. They don't prioritize them staying alive over parsing. So it's a very hard mindset to get away from, especially when you're a DPS warrior or a rogue, when you've been parsing so many raids before this point. So you gotta, the priority in this fight is staying alive no matter what. Stay alive on the first phase. Get the freaking these stupid tentacles and kill them as fast as possible. Interrupt them. Also, that's another priority. The little spikes that come on the ground, they're not that big of a deal. The only time when they're a big deal is when they kind of dumpster you to the other side of the room, and you kind of land on the 2 stack of people, or maybe a 3 stack, or land between 2 groups of people, and basically Cthulhu targets somebody that's near you, and you just get demolished because you're unlucky. But other than that, those little spikes don't really make a difference. That happens. I think that was Smittens, or it was Lunarian, because Kiki's our resident cuckoo bird, our boomkin. So we're doing a good job. I'm prioritizing staying alive because I do need to stay alive in phase 3. Later on in the weeks, I realized that my full mitigation gear is not needed here because of the DPS they need to pump out, and how much the damage that the spikes at the last phase do to you. They do a lot of damage, but when the healers are on top of you, it's not that big of a deal, so they can heal you through it. Dark Lair happens. I prioritize this tentacle. And here we go to tentacles. I'm not worried about anything happening. Any glares happening. A little chain attack that he does. I'm not worried about stacking. Not worried about anything. But doing a little bit of damage to the boss here to help out with the last little bit he has to get him to phase 2 and phase 3. Now, phase 2 and phase 3. Before we get into it, You don't gotta worry about the glare, a little the chain that he does, because he doesn't do it at that phase because he's cocooned. The ones that do it are the big tentacles, the big, I'm gonna call them the bats, the big ass tentacles. You gotta worry about them because they're the ones that do it from now on. At that point, from phase 2 and phase 3, Cthulhu doesn't do it, but those big bats do it. So you gotta tank them and you gotta interrupt them because you can interrupt them and stun them at that point. The little tentacles, these little things that are huge that come out in phase 2 and phase 3, all you gotta do is tank them. They're not that big of a deal. And also there's kind of like waves of tentacles. So we're running to the north side of the room so that spawns. It spawns on random people, and luckily it spawns on somebody over there. So our main tank, Zychron's tanking it. It's getting healed up right now. I'm watching his health so I can taunt if needed because we need him alive. Then it started time to stay away from each other because in case, and that guy just got swallowed. Some people get swallowed into the stomach. The DPS, the little tentacles inside the stomach to make them vulnerable. There's 2 in there. You kill them both, you are able to damage them. So this is the little tentacle, the big tentacle that does do a range attack on people and actually change. So that I-beam will pretty much one-shot you if you're the 4th on the link. So you want to stun it and you want to interrupt as much as possible. Look sexy as hell. Thank you, Keon. Appreciate you watching. This is me and Kevin down in Cthulhu. I'm pretty much explaining it. This is a boss back in the day that was held it down, and not a lot of people downed them back in the day. And when it was classic, I realized his tentacle was there. Started tanking him. Zychron got it. I'm not that worried anymore at this point, but I'm still tanking him because I got aggro. So see, Zychron got it now, so I'm not that worried. Get away. I'm really worried about the chain that happens. So I didn't know that these guys, the ones the I-beam is happening right now from these bats, these guys, if that goes through, it could kill somebody. So you want to stun them and interrupt them. I think people are starting to. They already called the damage to the boss, and we're killing him. Important thing to notice: you want to ask, where is the back of the boss in this fight? I got a little bit mad because everybody's like, "Oh, it doesn't move. It doesn't move. You're fine. It's to the stairs. It's to the south. His back is always to the stairs. It's not always to the stairs. You gotta get the call out to where his back is because you don't want to parry him, and you got like a 30-second window of his weakened phase. We get him down here a good amount, roughly around 40%. It looks like we do an excellent job. And now we're really excited because we're like, okay, we got this. All we need to do is stay alive, and we got this. So keep on doing what we're doing, and we got this. So we're tank, we're doing the normal stuff. I got aggro from this sucker. Furry's there with me, helping me with the aggro. He was already there before me. I think he either got punted or something happened that I was able to get aggro. Or I taunted, I don't know. So a little tentacle wave comes out. I think downstairs we're killing 1 tentacle. There we go. By the way, I'm hitting him for 2. I normally hit mobs for 200, 300, so 1% of the damage you do this boss when he's a little cocoon like that. So don't even try it unless you're gonna marginally get some rage. Here we go. Now the tentacle comes out. I interrupt it. I do my job. Now this guy comes out. Furry got it. I get swallowed. Now, as a tank, you do not want to stay in the stomach. So I'm like, I need to get the hell out of here. And Spin is in there doing damage. I think the claw is about to go down. Does it? No, he's at like 80-90%. So there's only one claw in the stomach. I think after this phase we call it. So I think I call that we should get it down as fast as possible right at this moment. So I think the call is made to down it after this wave, because you got a certain amount of wave. You got to do it in windows. So the waves come out in a certain amount of time. So if you kill a wave, there's a certain amount of time for the next one to come out. So if you kill the tentacles down in his stomach where everybody's getting swallowed, then right after this little tentacle phase happens, you got a little time before the next one comes out to be able to kill Cthulhu, because once you weaken him, those tentacles don't pop out. So I think we're calling kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill the tentacle downstairs in the stomach. We weaken him, and here's where we go ham again. We know we got it. There's no way we don't. Everybody's on him. Everybody's 100%. We're like 90% of our raid is up and running, and we got it. And we are extremely excited. I'm super excited. I'm calling out right now. I'm calling out like, hey, we got it, guys. We got it, guys. It was super exciting. Raid 2 got Cthulhu. This is our first ever kill of Cthulhu. Super exciting. Everybody's screaming in Discord. I'm super happy here. Super happy. I never done anything like this. We got the group picture here. So we got our Scarab Lord in the front. I think he's in the front somewhere. He's right here. Our Scarab Lord. Oh, where's the Scarab Lord? Our Scarab Lords are there, pacing in the front. Okay. So yeah, I just put this at the end of the video because I want to give some time to thank everybody in the raid that participated in it, that had a fun in the process, that didn't get frustrated in the process, that gave it their all, and just had a good time in the raid. Because at the end of the day, you just want to have as much fun as possible. And I really want to thank Industry Standard. I want to thank the contributions that Raid 1 did, going in there and giving us some tips. I want to thank even some of the guys that told us that we are not going to be able to do this as a Raid 2 outside the guild, and pumping us up and giving us the drive to want to do this and give it 100%. And everybody Raid 2. Thank you guys for being there. Thank you guys for pushing me to be a little bit better of a tank. Thanks Kurt and us for being a good community, even if sometimes it may be toxic. So thanks guys for watching. I really appreciate you. I do stream on Nis_gaming on Twitch.tv. So if you want to check me out there, you can. I'm going to try to do a little bit more of this. I don't know exactly what I'm going to be doing as far as reviewing. This is a live stream. It was an impromptu. I want to test it out. I want to kind of share this maybe to a little bit of the Colonel's Discord so they can pass by and see what we did in the first week of AQ40. I know it's a little bit late. It's the third week of AQ40. I'm a week and a half, 2 weeks behind. But thanks for watching. Always remember, your joy equals happiness. Peace out, everybody.